Morning, everyone. Welcome to Peabody's Online Jobs and Apprenticeship Fair. We're just going to wait a moment or two for screens to load up before we start the session. We'll give everyone 30 seconds to a minute, and then we'll get going. Okay, I think we'll make a start. Welcome again, everybody. I'm Nikki. I work for Peabody. We're joined today by Lauda Sade Akimbo, who is Groundwork's NEET's team leader, and Shemaine, who is their employment advisor. And both of those will be delivering today's session together. This event's being recorded and will be made available on the Peabody YouTube channel. And we'll also be sharing the slides, so there's no need to scribble anything down unless you want to. To find the Peabody YouTube channel, please just type in Peabody London and you should get there. We'll be hearing from both our speakers before we open up for a Q&A. If you do have any questions, please pop them into the Q&A box, which can be found at the bottom of your screens, and we'll try and get through them, all of them if we can. There's also a chat function if anyone would like to leave any comments. Before we start, I'd like to say a very warm welcome to you all again, and also to any Peabody residents if you're out there. Peabody offer a bespoke one-to-one career service that is completely free to access for all residents. For more information, you can visit our website. You can get help with CV writing, how to search better for a job, and even preparing for an interview. So do get in touch with the team. I'm going to hide myself now and hand over to Lauda to kick off the session. Lauda, it's over to you.
Hi everyone, lovely to meet you all virtually. My name is Lauda. I'm one of the team leaders here at Groundwork. I'm joined with my colleague Shemaine here. She's one of the employment advisors on the project. We're just going to tell you a little bit more about the programs that we run and the support that you can receive from the members of the team at Groundwork. So first of all, obviously, welcome. How do I click the slides across? Oh, thank you everyone. So, usually when we're speaking to young people, you have an initial enrollment session with your employment advisor, and he's really keen to understand some of these key questions. What skills do you have that you think an employer would like? What are your current hobbies? You're proud of everything that you've achieved at the moment. What is your dream job or your dream subject to study? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And, sometimes these can be really hard questions to answer, and it can be even harder to find a job or other opportunities that make you happy. And that is what Groundwork is here for, to support you into future opportunities. So as you can see, there's some keywords on the screen here. It depends what you want to do, depends what type of person that you are, but obviously there's some key aspects of where you would like to progress into the future. And if you see yourself on this screen in some of these roles, we can support you into some of these opportunities. Perfect. So in terms of what Groundwork London offers, it's split into 3 different sections. So we do accredited training, so you can receive some support from a qualified Groundwork London tutor. We do non-accredited training as well, where you can receive support from employment advisors such as Shemaine, and this support will be in form of information, advice and guidance sessions. And you can also get support into one of the 4 progression opportunities. So that includes getting into employment, getting into apprenticeships, traineeships or education opportunities. And as you can see below, these are all the boroughs that we operate in currently across London. We do also accept learners from other areas in London, as long as you can travel to one of these locations if you need to meet with one of our tutors or an advisor.
We are a passionate, caring team of workers who support young people getting into employment or further education opportunities. We do care about your progression into the next steps for your future, and we support you in your ambitions for the future through assigning you a supportive person who can give you advice as you transition from school into employment or further education, accredited training, one-to-one support and guidance on your future ambitions, connecting you with Kickstart schemes and potential employers, review your learning throughout the course, including a monthly progress review.
So in terms of the accredited training that you can study with us at Groundwork, we offer functional skills, maths and English, and that can be anywhere from entry level 1 right up to level 2, which is GCSE equivalent. We do employability skills, which is also level 1, customer service, business administration and horticulture. If you love nature and you'd like to get into a green space role or a gardening position, that is probably the perfect course for you. In terms of one-to-one support that you receive from your employment advisor, it could be anything to do with CV writing, job or course applications, interview preparation, tips for handling stress and anxiety, both inside and outside of work, perhaps budget planning, some time management and organization skills, and examining and overcoming barriers with clear aims and support from us.
What do we do to keep you safe? We create a safe environment for you to learn. We also promote inclusive, respectful, and tolerant behavior. We provide computer safety. We signpost or refer you to additional organizations to provide support when necessary. So if we're unable to support you for any reason, we will then be able to signpost you to somewhere or an organization that has the tools to continue your journey, so to speak.
So what is expected of you as a learner? Of course, we expect that you'll be able to attend your course in your session. And if you can't, then please contact your tutor or employment advisor, especially if you're going to be late. We really expect you to obviously focus on your learning and stay on track, look after yourself and others around you, treat all learners and staff members with respect, and that's obviously both online and whilst visiting our premises. Keep your personal information out of sight, your mobile phone silent in these sessions, and talk to your tutor and your employment advisor if you are having any issues with your learning or you're experiencing issues externally in your personal life, for instance, that might be preventing you from learning or attending. Please make sure you ask for help if you need it. We are here to support you. We're also here to help you understand about equality and diversity. We do want to make sure that no learner is being bullied, picked on for certain tasks, discriminated against, or feeling unsafe, or not being given access to the same training or opportunities. And finally, this is a fantastic app which we recommend to all of our learners when they start with us at Groundwork. It's fantastic in terms of getting access to additional services such as therapy, shelters, youth activities, sports, forums, and much more. So the QR code's on there. Please feel free to download the app. It's not a Groundwork London app. It's an organisation that we work with, but it's a fantastic app for young people between the ages of 16 and 24. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening to our presentation. Does anyone have any questions about the support that they can receive or anything about the programs that we do deliver?
Hi, we have a few questions coming in. On that QR code, as I said, all the slides will be back up on our website. So if you didn't manage to catch it, then you will get another opportunity to scan that. First question, do you have any opportunities for people over 24?
So at Groundwork London, we offer what's called the ACE program. And the ACE program is for over 25s who've been long-term unemployed for at least 2 years. And that could be due to a mental health or physical health condition. And if you are over the age of 25 and you do fit into that criteria and you're out of work, please do get in contact and I can signpost you to the necessary projects within Groundwork London.
Thanks for that. Do you have Kickstart placements? And if so, how do I apply for those?
Yes, we do. So we offer Kickstart roles within Groundwork ourselves, within our green teams. So please get in touch with your job coach. So what you need to do is go onto Universal Credit account, go in your job diary and just write in Groundwork London, Kickstart roles, ground maintenance. But also please get in touch with one of our employment advisors because we can support you with the application process, work on your CV and probably put in a good word in the green team for you as well.
Okay, thank you. The next question, I'm interested in the Westminster Whales programme. I'm an Islington resident. Can I still apply?
Unfortunately, at the moment, no, you can't. To be eligible for that programme, you do have to be a Westminster resident. We are in talks with Westminster Council with the option of potentially extending that programme to other boroughs, but currently that is funded by Westminster Council, so they are just funding that for Westminster residents. Again, with that being said, please do get in contact with our employment advisors. And I'll send over a flyer with all my contact details on it as well, because our employment advisors could support you into alternative opportunities, which are on a similar pathway in terms of, gaining your City and Guilds level 2 qualification in bike mechanics.
Okay, if you get a chance, do you mind dropping your contact details into the chat? So
of course, yeah.
Can grab those. The next question, I work on 0 hours, sometimes do Deliveroo. Am I eligible?
To be eligible for this program, unfortunately, you do have to be NEET, which is not an employment educational training at the time because it is ESFA funded. Now, what I would recommend is we do anywhere between 21 to 44 hours with an employment advisor. The employment advisor will work on your CV, your cover letter, put you forward for as many job vacancies as you like. They'd even go to an interview with you if you feel nervous. So if you're on a 0-hour contract and you'd like a fast turnaround, you can say to your employment advisor, listen, I would like to get a bit of work. Are you able to work with me a little bit more intensively than perhaps other learners to progress quicker? And our employment advisors can support you. So they can get you into employment within at least 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay, thank you. Another question here. How many one-to-one support sessions am I entitled to?
So as much as you need. As a minimum, your employment advisor would do at least 1 to 2 sessions with you a week. The employment advisors do a minimum of 21 to 44 hours with each learner that comes through the program. Now they can do hours right up to 100 hours with each learner. It doesn't matter. The support that you need is the support that the employment advisor is there to give you. Now, in terms of how that support is offered, this could be done via the telephone, on Zoom, on Teams, or the employment advisor could potentially come and meet you in your local library. If you're in supported accommodation, for instance, they can come down, sit in your office. It really is a case-by-case basis. The support that you need is what the employment advisor is there to give you.
That's lovely, a really tailored service. How much is the pay for Kickstart placements?
Each Kickstart placement varies depending on the wages. So we would have to sit down with the employment advisor, look at the requirements of that specific job role that you'd like to go for, and then you'll be able to know the wages from there.
Okay, thank you. Another question here. What is the level of accredited training? Do you have level 3?
No, currently we don't offer level 3. So all of the short courses, business admin, customer service, employability and horticulture, all delivered at level 1. The only qualification that goes up to level 2 is the functional skills, maths and English. With that being said, that's what your employment advisor is there to do. If you want to go for higher level courses, we have 4 progression outcomes on the project. So the employment advisor supports you into education, employment, traineeships or apprenticeships. So if you want to get into a level 3 course, you're not sure where to go or you need a bit of support, get in touch with your employment advisor and they can support you to get there.
Thank you. We've got lots of time left and not many questions, so please keep them coming. I know these girls are covering it very, very succinctly and brilliantly, but we just want to drain their brains a bit more, so keep them coming. Next question. Do you plan construction training and CSCS?
So we don't directly offer CSCS cards, but we are partnered with alternative organizations that actually do offer CSCS cards. So if you come and speak to the employment advisor, what they can do is help you to apply for those or signpost or refer you to those organizations that do. Okay.
Do you girls have anything else you want to add while I wait for people to keep their questions coming in?
Well, I just wanted to say that in terms of the support that's offered, I think a lot of the time when people think of employment advisors, they just think, okay, getting someone like a job coach at the job center, for instance, just working on your CV and helping you to apply for jobs. I think the thing is with the employment advisors at Groundwork is we are essentially glorified support workers as well. It's not just about getting you into progression opportunities and seeing you on your way. It's about supporting those people that, you know, have difficult lives. You know, we deal with some of the hardest to reach young people, young carers, young mothers, people that are ex-gang offenders. You know, we work with everyone and the support really is tailored to that individual. So, you know, if you suffer with anxiety, for instance, so you need someone to talk to and you want to do some confidence or motivation building skills. If you travel from travel anxiety, for instance, and you know, you don't feel comfortable or safe to get on a train, your employment advisor can come and meet you and support you to go into a job interview and things like that. It is really a tailored approach, which is tailored to the individual. And I think that's one of the greatest things about coming onto the program here. As you guys are probably aware, there's loads of funding, there's loads of organizations that offer a similar kind of program that we offer at Groundwork London, but I can assure you the support that you receive from Groundwork London will really be tailored to yourself as an individual. And yeah, just that's what the employment advisors are here to do.
I think probably answer this question with that last answer, but do you work with people with criminal convictions?
Yes, we do. The only criteria to come onto this project with us is between the ages of 16 to 24, not in employment, education or training. Apart from that, we don't discriminate against any learners. If you need the support, that's what the employment advisors are here for.
Okay, that's brilliant. Do you support people into work or apprenticeships? Which companies do you work with?
So we work with a number of different organizations. We have this site called Zoho, which our outreach officer regularly uploads vacancies onto. We work with organizations such as iTech Skills that offer traineeships, ID Verde is one of our biggest organizations for green space maintenance roles. We work with quite a few different charities that offer different opportunities, and local colleges and schools as well for apprenticeship and higher level courses. So again, the approach really is tailored to the individual. If you come to the employment advisor and say, I want to apply for university in Durham, how do I get there? That's what the employment advisor is there to do. Search the courses for you, get in touch with the university or the college, ask the questions that you may be too nervous to ask for yourself, and support you in your one-to-one sessions.
Thank you. Do you have support for people with disabilities?
Yes, we do. Yeah. And our tutors are trained and qualified to go through assessments with each individual learning person. So when you come through the enrollment process, we do have an intensive enrollment form where you can you can outline what your learning difficulties are or your disabilities are, and then we'll tailor a program around you. In terms of physical disabilities and in terms of being able to reach certain locations, we do also offer online provisions as well. So if you can't travel to one of our delivery locations for any reason whatsoever, we can tailor your support to an online version. And if we ever get to a stage where we feel like our team cannot support you, we will sit down and have a meeting with you and our safeguarding officer, and then we will refer you or signpost you to the necessary organisation that we feel may be able to provide you with a more tailored approach.
Okay, cool. This is a good question. I think, can parents get in touch with you?
100%. Anyone could get in touch with us. Parents, if your friends come through the program, and you can call me and say, hey, my friend Jack last week got into employment, can you get me a job? Or if a parent wants to find out more about the services that we offer, please get in touch. Honestly, there's no reason as to why anyone can't get in touch with us and find out more about the program. Any of the employment advisors on the team are happy to jump on a call, jump on a Zooms meeting, come down to a school, whatever, and tell you more about the support that we offer. So parents, if you're on the call and you've got some young people or your children that you think would really benefit from the support that we offer, please do get in touch with us and we can go through the enrollment process with yourself. And again, if you've got any children that you feel may need some support from yourself and you'd like to come down and be part of the enrollment session, for instance, we're happy for parents to attend those initial enrollment sessions as well, just to make their child feel a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, I think it's so nice that, to give them that confidence. It's hard enough getting out there, as an older adult, let alone like young, especially after a pandemic and possibly having not worked before. It's really daunting. So I think that's offer that you give is really comforting and probably helps loads of people. One more question's popped up. Do you have support for people who struggle with mental health or addiction?
So in terms of mental health, yes, we do. You'll be able to sit down with our employment advisors. We also have a mental health line that candidates can call. And again, in situations where we feel like they may need external help, we can support with referrals to GPs. We can support if you've got like a support worker or a social worker. We'll liaise very closely with that referral partner to make sure that you have a tailored support. And definitely, yes, we can support anyone that has mental health addictions. Mental health struggles, and anyone that is suffering with addiction as well, in terms of going to meetings, for instance, or needing someone to talk to about anything that they're going through. That is what the employment advisors are there for. And like I said, if there's anything that becomes out of our employment advisors' remit, they'll get in touch with management, and if management can't support, then we'll refer you and we'll support you through that referral process to an organisation which we know can support you.
Yeah. Are you looking to host in-person open days?
At the moment, no, because we haven't got anything. We haven't got anything in terms of COVID, because we've been delivering everything online. But that is actually a fantastic idea. I mean, if that's something that people on the call will be keen to do, there's no reason why we couldn't set up an open day. I mean, we have offices across London. We've got one in Waterloo, one in Croydon, one in Barron Street, one in Hackney. Alternatively, we can meet in a local library or a job centre and do an open day. So yeah, if that's something that people are keen to do, please put your contact details down in the box, and we can arrange for you guys to come down and meet with our team.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Do you plan further training or placements for green jobs?
Yes, we do. So we offer green space roles within our organisation Groundwork, because we have a Groundwork London green team which works across London. We also are partnered with one of the largest landscaping companies in the UK, which is called ID Verde. They offer an abundance of Kickstart vacancies as well for young people who are on universal credit. And for any of those young people that aren't on universal credit and are not eligible for Kickstart roles, our team will go on the usual job sites, LinkedIn, Reed, Total Jobs, even Facebook jobs, government websites, and find suitable vacancies and support you through that process. And obviously the support is anywhere from writing your CV, cover letter, sitting down within your one-to-one, doing your job application, preparing you for your interview, taking you to your interview, bringing you back from your interview. It's a very, very tailored approach. So yes, we do support you into green space roles within Groundwork and externally as well.
Brilliant. Okay, there's no more questions in our little inbox. Would you like to say any closing comments before we end the session?
Well, just like to say, I've put my email address into the box. I'm also going to put my work telephone number as well. Please feel free, parents, learners, anyone, referral partners, if you feel like this is something which yourself or someone you know may benefit, please recommend. We offer this program across at least 21 different boroughs across London. So there's no reason to say if you're from one area, but your friend's from Croydon, you've got one in, Hackney. Everyone is eligible for the project. You're all eligible for the same subjects and the same level of support from our team of employment advisors. So please do get in contact and yeah, come and join us into the program.
Thank you. That's really, really brilliant. So thank you all for joining us today, and a special thank you to Lauder and Shemaine for such a good presentation, lots of knowledge. Just to remind you all, we are running lots more sessions today. So I think we've got 8 left. So please have a look at our website and sign up to those if you'd like to. The recordings will be on the YouTube channel and the slides on the website. We'll probably add your details to those slides as well, Lauder, so people can get them there too if they've missed them in the chat.
Yeah, sure, no worries at all. I'm also going to attach our flyer, which has got myself and Shemaine's contact details in there in the chat. And it also summarizes the projects that we do deliver in like the general flyer. And then we've also got the short course flyer, which I'm trying to attach, but my internet is playing up just a little bit, guys. So please
don't worry, because the session's going to end in a sec. So, but you can put them in, try and put them in there. We can leave it live for a little bit so people can screenshot that with their, or take a picture with their phone before it goes. And we'll also add them to the slides. Has it gone in there?
Just put it in the chat. I don't know if it's come up on your end, but it's in there now. Both the flyers are there. But yeah, honestly, just want to say thank you, Nicola, thank you to Peabody and everyone that's come onto the call today.
Sorry, Lauder, just quickly, you sent that just to the hosts and panel. So if you can just change that to everybody and then they can quickly have a look.
Oh,
grab that info.
Me. Sorry, guys, I'm not the most techie. Right, give me 2 seconds. Has that come through now?
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, great. Well, just to say thanks to Nicola and Peabody for having us on the call, and thank you everyone for taking the time to listen to us and ask so many informative questions. I really do hope that we hear from some of you all and we can support some of the young people into one of the 4 progression opportunities that we offer here at Groundwork.
That'd be great. Okay, I'm just going to leave that. We can all sign off if you want. I'm going to leave it live for about a minute so people can open and save those flyers and get your contact details. But thanks again, ladies, and have a good day, everybody.
No worries at all. Thanks again, Nicola. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.